Hi, I'm Matt with VuePoint Ultralight. Let's fix your tripod. To repair your VuePoint tripod, you're going to want to go to VuePointUltralight.com and order the correct repair kit. It's going to come in a box that looks kind of like this, and inside you're going to find pieces to replace on your tripod. You're going to find some glue, some sandpaper, and likely a few other parts, depending on which kit you order. So let's repair your tripod. So this is one of the more fun repairs that you might need to make. This is actually one of the first breaks that we had. This is a mid that had a little bump in with a rock or a door frame or something. And you can see where it hit, and then you can see there's a crack that comes around here. So we're going to replace this piece. And to replace this piece, we're actually going to do something interesting. So these are epoxied on. So we have to do something to break that epoxy bond. And one of the easiest things is to use boiling water. So heat up some water, either use your coffee maker machine or put it on the stove. I had a kettle, so heat it up to boiling. And then what you're going to want to do is extend this out just so it doesn't get all the rest of the tripod wet. And we're just going to submerge that. And you're likely going to see some bubbles coming up. Now while that's happening, you're going to need a glove or a towel just to grab it, since it's going to be pretty hot. And you're going to let this sit in here for 1 minute. So we'll let a minute go by. Okay, so about a minute's gone by. And what that's allowed to happen is that the plastic has soaked in a lot of heat, and we'll be able to either spin that right off or work it off, either way. If it takes more than one try, that's okay. Just put it back in the hot water again, let it heat up again. That does come off, it usually does come off pretty easily. So put on your glove. Take it out of the hot water. Get on video here. And I'm just going to work it back and forth a bit. It's that easy. And of course it's not in focus, but yeah, so what happens is that plastic gets pretty flexible, as you can see right there. And it basically just breaks that epoxy bond pretty easily. So we've got the broken piece off. So you're going to take the repair kit that we mentioned earlier. And that has your new hinge piece, has some sandpaper, has some glue. Now this is an interesting thing. Super glue, the gel type, actually works fantastic, and it's a little bit easier to use for most people than epoxy. If you feel more comfortable using epoxy, go for it. That's a glue that's a little bit more, it'll make a bond that's a little bit more impact resistant. However, super glue makes an incredibly strong bond between plastic and carbon fiber. So I feel safe recommending either. For the sake of this video, we're going to use super glue because that's what's going to ship with these repair kits. So to repair it, I'm going to sand the outside. I'm going to break off any pieces of epoxy that might be left on there. I can take off my glove at this point. I'm just using my fingernail to break that off. I'm going to sand the inside of this a little bit, the inside of the hinge piece, which it's a little hard to get in there, but you can basically just use your pinky here. Get in there. Yeah, so you sand the inside. The next step is to test fit it. Perfect. So we're going to take the super glue, open it up. And this is pretty easy to do. All we're going to do is rub it all over the carbon fiber, and then you've got it, when you slide this on, you've got a few seconds to lock it into place. So we're just going to make sure that it's down as far as it'll go. So Make sure we're in focus here. So I'm using quite a bit of super glue. This isn't, normally you're taught to use a tiny amount, but here I feel pretty safe in putting on a little bit more than normal. I went all the way around. I'm gonna put a little bit on the inside here even. This is just me being a little paranoid. You don't have to do this, but go for it if you want. All right, both pieces have glue on, and just slide it on. That's it. Let it set for, I'd say 12 hours, just be safe. Super glue bonds almost immediately, so you could probably use this within a few minutes, but we're gonna be safe and we'll let it set for a bit. So that's how to repair the hinge on your VuePoint tripod. Thank you for watching this repair video. If you have any questions, feel free to email Matthew at VuePointUltralight.com or visit the Facebook owners group, which I'll provide a link down below. Thank you.